$400,000. That's what a Manhattan litigation partner earns annually. Yet she saves less money per year than a public school teacher making $110,000 in a lower tax state. This isn't a hypothetical. This is what happens when federal brackets, state taxes, and cost of living anchors collide with a high salary. And if you think higher income always wins, stick around, because the math is about to shock you. By the end of this video, you'll see the exact dollar point where earning more stops building wealth faster, and why a 30-year career at $400K might net you $500,000 to $1.2 million less in investable surplus than someone earning a third of that in the right place. Let's start with the math that shocks everyone. $400,000 gross income in Manhattan. Federal tax at 37% on that bracket. NY state income tax 10.9%. Net investment income tax NIAT on capital gains 3.8%. Add them up, $163,000 goes directly to taxes. That leaves $237,000 take home. Sounds reasonable. Right? Wrong, because the real drain is about to begin. Manhattan rent for a professional, $36,000 to $60,000 annually for one bedroom or modest two-bedroom in a livable neighborhood, not a luxury penthouse, just functional space close enough to commute to the firm. Childcare in NYC, $2,500 to $3,500 per month if you have kids. That's $30,000 to $42,000 a year, and it's non-negotiable if you're billing $2,000 plus hours annually. Health insurance, $15,000. Property tax equivalent on a Brooklyn condo, $8,000. Metro card, dry cleaning, the baseline cost of living in a legal career city, $12,000 minimum. And here's the kicker, you haven't eaten a single meal yet. So from that $237,000 take home, you've now spent $101,000 to $137,000 on fixed costs that don't exist, or exist at a fraction of the price in Columbus, Austin, or Denver. You're left with $100,000 to $136,000 for everything else. Food, utilities, insurance, copays, vehicle, student loan payments if any, and actual discretionary savings. That's already starting to look thin compared to what the gross salary suggests. But here's where lifestyle inflation devours the wealth-building advantage, and this is where most high earners completely lose the game. The research is crystal clear. High earners spend 60 to 80% of their surplus on lifestyle upgrades. A $100K surplus becomes $60K to $80K in additional spending. Restaurants at $40 per plate instead of $15, premium fitness memberships, nicer clothing. Private school tuition at $30,000 to $50,000 per child, vacation travel to international destinations. Suddenly, actual annual savings, $20,000 to $40,000. On a $400,000 salary, that's 5 to 10% net savings. You're essentially living paycheck to paycheck despite six figures. Now contrast this to our teacher. $110,000 gross in Nashville or Kansas City. Federal tax 22% bracket. State tax 5%. Tennessee has 20%. We're using mid-range. Total tax burden 27.5%. Take home roughly $80,000. Rent in those cities, $15,000 to $18,000 annually for a nice two-bedroom in a safe neighborhood. Childcare, $12,000 to $15,000. The fixed co-L bundle, $40,000 to $50,000 total. Remaining, $30,000 to $40,000. Lifestyle inflation at 60%, that's $18,000 to $24,000 spent on dining out and hobbies. Actual savings, $12,000 to $16,000. Wait, that sounds worse, but multiply it over 30 years. The Manhattan lawyer, $30K to $40K annually times 30 equals $900,000 to $2 million in investable surplus before investment returns. The teacher, $12K to $16K annually times 30 equals $360,000 to $480,000. The delta favors the lawyer, $400,000 to $700,000 more accumulated. The lawyer wins, right? Not yet. Here's what nobody calculates. Unless you factor in asterisk investment growth asterisk on a lower tax base. The teacher invests in a 401k, a Roth IRA, no tax drag ever, and a taxable brokerage account. At 7% annual returns, that $12K to $16K grows into $4 million to $8 million over 30 years. The lawyer's $30K to $40K, taxed annually on gains at 20% long-term capital gains rate plus NIAT plus state tax, grows into $2 million to $6 million. The compounding advantage vanishes. The teacher ends up with more after-tax net worth despite starting $290,000 behind each year. The one lever that breaks this trap, tax advantage saving. 401k contributions, $23,500 in 2024. HSA if eligible, $4,150. Solo, $401k if self-employed, $69,000 max, and geographic arbitrage, working remote in NYC salary, living in a 3% state tax jurisdiction. The math inverts completely. But most $400K earners never optimize this. They hit $237,000 take home and spend like they earned $400K. Numbers do not lie, listen to them.